Hello friends! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Mal and I'm the owner and maker of Made by MANIANDMAL. We are fresh off the 12 days of Christmas and I am back to my regular upload schedule, which is every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Today's tutorial is not a Christmas tumbler, but it is a very special one. I participated in a cup swap back in November with a few tumbler maker friends of mine, and this is the cup I made. I really enjoyed making this tumbler for Tristan, and I'm so glad that she likes it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well, because you don't want to miss any of the new videos we have coming. Okay, everything I'm using is down in the description box as always. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoy. Let's go!
We are starting with a fully prepped, painted, ready to go 30-ounce skinny screw top from Craft Haven. I base painted it with vintage blush from Rustoleum, and now I'm going to go in with all of my glitter and kind of just do like little splotches of glitter around the whole cup to get us ready for our peekaboo. So I made a couple custom mixes that I'm going to start with first. So this mix is Wanderlust and Athena, both from Peachy Olive Glitters, and Shattered Opal from Chase Ray Creations. And I just mixed it up together. Oh my gosh, it's very, very pretty. I love it. So I'm just going in, and you can see here, I'm just doing some little like bursts of this glitter all over the cup, and we're going to fill up the entire cup with this technique. So the second little mix I put together is Bubbly from PDB, 1920 also from PDB, and Skinny Rose Opal from Peachy Olive Glitters. I just did a little bit of the Skinny Rose Opal to give it a little bit of a finer cut in there. And then I'm going to go in with this just the exact same way, kind of all around. I wanted these mixes to be like a big focal point of this, and then we'll go in with just some regular glitters as well. You can choose as many or as few colors as you want, of course, and you can do, if you wanted to just do glitters straight out of the bottle, if you wanted to make your own custom mixes, you can do whatever you want, and you can create a look that is completely unique and one of a kind. The next glitters we're going to use are Smitten from PDB and Situation from Peachy Olive Glitters. They're both a darker kind of maroon, burgundy vibe here. I wanted to add a little bit of depth to this, so we're just going to sprinkle some small little patches, first going in with Smitten, that's a chunkier cut, and then I'm going to go in with Situation right over that, basically just to build up the coverage and give it a little bit more dimension. The next color we're taking is Rose Water from Glitter Heart Company. It's a really chunky kind of rose gold color, and I'm going to put this all over those blank spots basically. I'm really going heavy-handed with this. I really liked how it looked once it got onto the cup. And then next we're taking a finer cut kind of rose, it's more of a like pinky rose gold. This is Frenchie from Peachy Olive Glitters, and I'm filling in pretty much all of those blank spots with this glitter. So you can see I've got a lot of dimension, a lot of different colors here, but they're not really like super blended together. I just put them down on the cup. Don't worry about blending. It's not going to matter in the end. I'm going to tap off the excess, and then I'm going in with Rosé from PDB. And I'm going to cover the entire cup with this glitter. This is going to help the colors kind of blend just a smidgen, a tiny bit. Like I said, it doesn't really matter, but this is also going to fill in any bald spots that we might have on our cup. Once that glitter layer dries, I'm going in with 30 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy, and I'm just going to coat the entire cup with this epoxy. I didn't seal the glitter or anything because, like I said, it doesn't matter if they mix or not. They're already mixed on there. So I let that first coat cure about 6 hours, and then I went in with a second coat right on top of that. The second coat was about 20 to 25 milliliters. I would say closer to 25 to get it smooth. So here's what the cup looks like after 2 coats of epoxy. I'm going to clean up the top and bottom rim really well. I first took my craft knife and just ran it along the top rim of my cup. And then I went in and just kind of did a little bit of careful like picking up of that epoxy. This is a screw top, so you want to make sure that that stays really clean. Next, I'm taking a 60 grit sanding block, and I'm holding it at a 45-degree angle to get that thin line of stainless steel to form our seal for our epoxy. And then I'm taking a 120 grit. This is a little bit of a lighter grit. It's not as rough as the 60, obviously. And I'm going to go over that top rim again, and then over the bottom rim as well. And I was going to not sand the body of the cup, but after holding it and kind of looking at it, washing it, I realized that I wanted to sand everything because it wasn't perfectly smooth. So I went in and I did a whole bunch of sanding, made the cup as smooth as I could get it. Now I'm ready to go in with my Peekaboo stencils. I'm taking these line art flowers that I got from Creative Fabrica. I will have a link for them in the description box. And I'm just going to place these really randomly. There's no pattern. I didn't even think about how I was going to place these beforehand. I just put that down, and then I also cut out some just regular leopard spots. This is the fuzzy leopard file from BearTrendzDigiDesign on Etsy. And I'm just placing these in little clusters around the cup. So I'm going for a floral leopard situation, obviously. Like I said in the intro, this cup is for a cup swap that I did back in November with a little group of fellow Tumbler maker friends, and she loves floral and leopard. So I thought I'm going to give her both. So I placed those big flower stencils down and then kind of scattered the leopard around through there. You don't have to fill up the entire space because we're going to go in with some stuff on top. Just make sure that you have enough so that you see enough of that glitter poking through. I did a really nice even coat of this light pink paint from Montana Colors. Let the paint dry about, I think I waited like 2 hours for it to dry. And now I'm ready to go peel up all my decals. You can see there are a few places where I've got some little bumps from where I didn't sand down smooth enough, but it's okay because like I said, we're gonna go in with some more stuff on top of this Peekaboo layer. So in the end, you won't even be able to see those little bumps. I'm using these sharp nose tweezers that I use all of the time. They're my favorite for Peekaboos. And I'm just gonna go in and peel these up one by one. I'm being really careful trying not to scratch the surface of this pink paint. But yeah, look how pretty that glitter looks underneath. So looking at these spots and the flowers, doing the different colors of glitter kind of scattered throughout gives you a really cool effect when you pull up your Peekaboo. Like you can see the spots have a few different colors going on, and they're small enough so that you don't really see if the glitter is blended perfectly. So that's why I wouldn't even worry about blending it. Just pour those glitters on there, get them on the cup as however you want. You don't have to blend them. It's going to look good in the end. Then I went in and I peeled up all of my floral details and lines. Because these are such small little details, this process does take a long time. But just kind of get in the zone, turn on your music or a podcast or an audiobook, and just go to town, and it will get kind of relaxing after a while. Then I'm going to go in now with my first coat of epoxy after our Peekaboo. I'm taking Diamond Dust, which is a pigment powder from PDB, an extra fine Firefly, which is a magical glitter also from PDB, and I'm going to mix that in, both of those in one cup, and I'm going to add 30 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy to that cup, and this is going to give our cup a nice like sheen and a really pretty finish over that pink paint. The glitter will still sparkle through just like a normal coat of epoxy. It's not going to alter the sparkliness of the glitter at all, but it is going to give a nice sheen to that pink paint. So you can see it just gives a little bit of something. So after that coat cured, I was ready to go in with all of my top kind of details and decals. I'm taking these floral bundles that I got from BAMF Custom Creations, and I'm going to place them kind of throughout the cup. In those big blank spots. So like in this spot, there was a little dot that I wanted to hide. So I just put my first floral bunch right over that. Just be careful as you're placing these. They're not really repositionable. So once it's down, it's down. You kind of just have to go with it. So just make sure that you apply these carefully and slowly. I just made sure that these were kind of spaced out pretty well. I did put all three on the cup, and I just put them kind of throughout in those blank spots in between the leopard and in between the florals. And this one I put up at the top rim, so I did take my craft knife and I just trimmed off that excess, just how you would any regular piece of vinyl or anything that comes up over the edge of your cup. after I had all my floral detailing on there, I was ready to add all of my small little leopard spots. I cut these out of rose gold chrome vinyl from Tech Wrap Craft, and I cut these much smaller than I did the main stencil ones. It's the same fuzzy leopard file, I just made them smaller so they would fit in these little spaces. And I'm going to place these one by one, basically, just by hand, in between all of those blank spots. So I really wanted this to be like full of flowers and leopard spots. I didn't want to have a lot of bare pink space around. So I just took all of those little leopard spots and filled it up, as you can see. And for the lid, I decided to rhinestone the lid. I am not a rhinestone expert. I do not really know all of the ins and outs of it, but I'm going to show you what I use because I know I'll get questions. So first, for these stones, I'm using these light pink stones. I think they're SS16. I got them a long time ago. I don't even remember where they're from. And then I'm using Gem Tack, which I got from PDB. PDB does sell rhinestones and all of the supplies that you need for rhinestoning. And I'm using this little wax pencil picker-upper thing that I got in a pack on Amazon. And I'm just going to place these stones on the lid. Nothing special, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. So after that, now I'm going back to my cup. I'm going to add my final coats of epoxy now. I did 2 final coats to make sure it was totally smooth, and that was it. This cup is all finished. I did send this to my girl Tristan. We did a little cup swap in a little group of tumbler maker friends that we have. And I really enjoyed making it for her, and I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you're inspired to create something of your very own. And if you like this tutorial, make sure that you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any new videos. We upload 3 times a week, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss those. And you can also hit that bell icon so you get notified every single time we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Love you. Bye.